So the first thing that I want to do is thank you to Diva Divine 88 for commenting on this video, 19 years of marriage down the drain. I think that this comment was amazing, and I would definitely want to tap into this because I think I have the answer for you, and not necessarily just for you, but for anybody else who's wondering about this whole debacle. Okay, so she says, this is the exact problem women are talking about when they feel like they are single married parents. Y'all think that just because y'all bring home the bacon and building a business, which usually is for your own ego, not the family, that y'all get to come home and just kick your feet up as if there aren't 10 other jobs that need to be done at home, that your wife has been taken care of without acknowledgement, without help, and without compassion, and most times without respect. She don't get the glory that the man gets for building a thriving business and going out there and taking on the world every day. No, she's just a mother, and now soon to be a single mother, which is not much different from what she described at home with him. She says he built all of this money, but we can't enjoy it with a vacation. You don't think she needs a vacation from the kids, from being a sex worker for her husband, and a maid? I guarantee he don't want to take a break from his business. Why? Because it makes him feel good and it feeds his ego as well as his pockets. What's being a mother doing for that mother as a person, as an individual? How is it making her grow? Besides just bringing home the money to pay bills that he would have to pay regardless of whether he had a wife or not, which without her, he probably would not have reached the success that he has as quickly, because he needs her support and energy and at time at the house. How is he nurturing her and making sure she feels whole as a woman? Not to mention, if she does work as well, if he's not helping around the house and with the kids, and they're not taking time for dates and vacations, you talk about her being a productive wife like she's supposed to be some type of appliance. She's broken, and she takes some time for herself to get some emotional support and have some fun with her friends, as if the husband doesn't do the same. Y'all have no respect for women and the emotional labor it takes to be involved with a man, especially one who works long hours and doesn't respect a woman as a person first, not just as a wife slave who's not supposed to have fun, especially after years of raising children. What it do? It's your boy, Illuminated D, and you know what I'm saying? We back with another one. The first thing I want to do is thank you to everybody who's liked and commented, and to all the subscribers. Pops and I want to let you know how much we really appreciate you, for you to come and spend your time with us and consume the content, while we understanding that you have busy lives. We thank you and bless. So, Divine 88, I just want to thank you for this comment that you put on forefront for everybody to see, because I do think that this is a very great topic, and I really want to run through this. So, looking at the message, the truth of it is, right, is she is absolutely right. I think a lot of times people get in these relationships, right, and everybody up front, when you first meet your partner, you're doing every single thing to please your partner, right? You're doing everything to please your partner. You're spending your money on your partner. You're having children with your partner, so you're sacrificing your body, you're sacrificing your emotional, you're sacrificing everything. You're laying down your life for your partner just as you would lay down your life for your children, right? Now, the crazy part is in the conversation you were saying that men are the ones who are getting all these accolades for the hard work that they're putting in, but the women, being a mother, they're not getting those accolades because, you know, it's like a daily duty, and people just expect people to do the daily duties. And in a nurturing role, right, as a mother, you were saying that people expect for the mother to go work a 9 to 5 come home, clean the house, cook, and take care of the kids. Now, I got an issue. I got an issue with this whole scenario. I got an issue with the whole dynamic of how the world is going in general, right? So this is my issue that I have. The problem that I'm seeing is that first, everybody wants the accolades, but before you have kids, why don't you actually take time to get to know your partner, spend time with your partner, you know? Before you actually have kids, and then see how your partner lives. I know a lot of times people make mistakes. So a lot of times they'll make mistakes and then they'll just have kids just up front and just do it just because, without any guidance, without any clear vision, without any role to anything of how to be successful inside of a nuclear household. You see what I'm saying? Like, they don't even understand it. So because of that reason, it's like it's a struggle for the attention. You see what I'm saying? Like, we understand that it's like, okay, well, when you first met me, you used to give me flowers and you used to do this. To be honest, you know what they say, when you come into a relationship, whatever you did at the beginning, you have to keep it up, because as soon as you keep it up, the dopamine effect doesn't hit the same, because now you feel like you're being neglected. And I absolutely agree with this topic. I think that this is beautiful because it's starting to touch on the real reality of what's happening in the world. And I think, like, if you're going to be in a relationship, you do need to take time out for yourself. Y'all got to remember that it's not your partner's responsibility to make you happy, man or woman. They just contribute to the happiness. They just contribute and make the happiness more happy. That's how it should be. If they're making it miserable, then that's a lot of times why people want to leave. See, you got to remember, we don't have the same structure base that we did 100 years ago, where once you get into a family, you're locked down and ain't no leaving, is really by death. Like, we not living like that no more. We live in 2025, where you can go and file your divorce action, you know what I'm saying, file a petition for divorce and get that mug for $300 probably in the same week. So you got to remember, our morals and our values don't stand on standing 10 toes inside of the hard situation and actually making that shit work, because people too lazy. We have the ability to have instantaneously whatever we want. So if we want a baddie today and we want a baddie today and we want a Helga tomorrow, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? If you want a Pookie today and then tomorrow you want a Hasselhoff, you have the ability to do that. So people are just too lazy. And then it's this pitch on, well, you expect me to do these things after you come home. You know what I'm saying? You're not even contributing. I look at it like this. The truth of it is, like, it's situation based and circumstantial. Because for me personally, my crib is always clean. You can ask anybody who ever came to my crib. Anybody. They tell them, don't even lie for me. My crib is already clean. You feel me? I got food. I could cook for myself. I could make a sandwich if I'm hungry. I got food. I could cook for myself. I could do my own laundry. I could wash my own car. I could do whatever. So if I'm gonna bring a partner in, I'm not even looking for my partner to take care of those things for me. It's all about the peace factor. It's how can you contribute to the peace. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, because I'll do it myself. And I'm not gonna complain if you don't do it, because I didn't expect you to do it anyway, because I kept doing it from the jump. You feel me? So, and then I don't look at my partner to make me happy at all. I can make myself happy. See, me being a single individual and me being by myself a lot, yeah, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I step out and I do go have a good time and I spend time with individuals. But outside of that, if I'm by myself 15 hours out the day, I will be perfectly fine 15 hours out the day and still find joy in my solitude. So I think that people gotta stop putting their happiness and putting that peace solely on their partner, and people gotta stop just assuming him, and we gotta communicate better, because without communication, It doesn't work. And then I think, look, for children, stop just having kids. Like, it's okay to have kids when you can afford the kids, but don't get upset at the reality that you're in based off the circumstance of you putting yourself in that position for 10 minutes potentially. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to change your life, to create a life. That's selfish. That's true selfishness if you haven't planned out how you're going to be successful before having kids. And then if that's the issue and you got pets, I would say I don't give a about those pets. Fuck those pets. Get rid of the pets. Take care of the kids. Chill out on your burdens. You feel me? Ease up on your burdens. Fuck that dog. You feel me? Fuck that cat. That ferret. Whatever it is. Because the truth of it is, that shit don't pay you. So you already struggling in the house. And then again, though, if we talking about the money aspect, money doesn't create happiness, but it sure can buy you the things that make you happy. It can't change your mindset, but it definitely can put you around positive-minded individuals. It can put you around negativity too, if that's the lifestyle that you choose. It could definitely do that too. But the whole purpose of this conversation is to pretty much say, it was 19 years down the drain. But you can imagine, like, if you're being taken care of, if the man is putting up all the bread, he's putting up everything, and then you want to leave, not due to like infidelity, but just because you're not happy, then you got to start looking at your vows and ask yourself, are you the selfish individual, or are they just neglecting you? And if they are neglecting you, go to therapy. Go to therapy. The therapist can be the third-party intervention to help you in your relationship. But if therapy's not going to work, then maybe what it is that you just went out because you see all these other individuals having fun. They're just doing what they want. They're doing their hot girl summer. Guys are doing their hot guy summer, right? But the truth of it is, there ain't shit out here. There ain't shit out here. There ain't shit out here. Yeah, you can smash, but there ain't out here. There ain't out here. And I tell you, I'm at peace. So I'm going to be chilling, you feel me? So I just want y'all to be at peace, and I want y'all to realize that if you're not happy, then try to create your happiness within yourself. But if you've been doing the same cycle, you've been communicating, and all else fails, and you can't get the resolve, pray about it. And if prayer doesn't help you, then take the matter into your own hands. And if you have to leave, then leave. But don't leave on ill regards, because you know, a lot of times when people get ready to leave, they start showing their true colors and they start being disrespectful. They start showing you how much they don't really like you. They start being they just start doing stuff. It's like their attitude switches because they, you know what I'm saying, they just want to cut it off easier. And the easiest way to cut it off is to be nasty. You feel me? To be an evil individual. So I would say, if you're gonna leave, don't be an evil individual. Nobody told you to get married. Nobody told you to have children. Nobody told you to do these certain things that put your life in the perspective of you putting your life there. Unless they hit you over the head and dragged you in a cave and forced you to be a husband or a wife, we got to stop blaming everybody else for the reason why we're in the circumstance that we put ourselves in, right? But I want to say, I do have to say that this was a very great topic. And she's right that a lot of times women don't get the recognition that they deserve for taking care of the kids. Kids be doing shit. They just do shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know any better. You feel me? So they just do it. And having to run around them, clean the house, because they messing up the house 24/7, unless you discipline them. Like, people don't even be disciplining their kids. I could not run around and just break shit up in the house. I would get toe up. You feel me? That was not happening. That would not be happening in my crib. Like, no. You can play, have your play time. This is your play corner. But after you're done, you're going to pick up your toys. And if you don't pick up your toys, you're going to sit here and you going to pick them up, okay? Like, Start being parents. You feel me? And if you want to be a better individual, communicate with your partner. Just talk. Hey, look, I'm feeling a little neglected. Can I get a hug? I'm feeling a little neglected. Is it okay if maybe we can do this, maybe Saturdays and Sundays? Can we do this? Can we take a vacation? Is it possible? I know that your job is important to you. Can we do this? And if they don't want to go with your friends. Stop limiting yourself and just having one-sided relationships where you don't have any friends. The only thing you got is your spouse, because that is dead. It's not possible. You can't only be friends with just your spouse. You're not going to be successful solely based off that. It takes a team. So you got to have friends in different areas in order to elevate yourself in general. And if you don't believe me, watch. You'll stay stagnant. You'll stay stagnant. You might grow a little bit, but you won't get to the furthest level. And I do agree with her with saying, taking care of everything in the back end probably did make his life easier. It probably did make his life easier. So I'm not going to sit and say that it didn't. But the truth of it is the only thing that really matters in this life is the individuals that we help, the peace that we can bring, and the asset that we can be in other people's lives. Aside from that, I don't know if there's any other purpose other than procreation. And procreation is tough nowadays due to inflation. So do that at your own risk, okay? Do that at your own risk. I think having children is a beautiful thing, but I think it's only beautiful when you can afford them and you can take care of them to give them the life that you weren't able to have. If you're doing it any other way than that, you're selfish, because you're bringing them into poverty and they're going to starve and they might have to eat an MRE. And I'm scared. I don't want to feed my kids MREs 24/7. You feel me? So without any further ado, we all want to be successful. We all want to be somewhere in life. But in order to do that, you got to do something that you ain't never done before. And that's the reason that we doing this right here, right now. All right. Everybody be blessed. Be safe. We out. Peace.